Hello there, my name is Aitken from Masters Academy Plymouth. I'm this kickboxing coach here. We're going to be filming today, going off the centre line. We're filming for the Warrior Collective. Okay, this is my assistant Gary, who's going to be helping me out today. So, first thing we're going to do is kind of get a little bit of concept, a little bit of idea of sort of what we're going to be doing. So stepping off the centre line now, usually if I stand directly in front of my opponent right here, I'm in a zone where I've got an awful lot of power, but also my opponent's got exactly the same thing. So ideally, if I can kind of step to the right or step to the left a little bit, I can kind of get off that centre line to where my partner will have to then reach for the punch or reach for the kick. The power's kind of just a little bit out there. I'm taking a little bit of the sting off the shot, and that's ideally what I want. Now, stepping off a little bit gets a little bit of the sting. Stepping off a lot gets a lot more, but obviously stepping off a lot means bigger commitment, which means it's a lot easier for my opponent to see me. So for today, we're going to be basically going from stepping to the right. Reason why is obviously I can step to the left here, but the only problem with stepping to the left is I've got that right hand to worry about. I've also got that leg there to worry about. So it's an easier way to go. A lot of people tend to fall into their punches a little bit, so it's a nice direction to go in. But obviously it means that I'm going to receive a lot of punishment if I get it wrong and if I can't put it off too well. So I'm going to start by going to the right, and this will be going to the right on an orthodox fighter. Obviously, if my partner Gary was southpaw, it'd be completely different. So all I'm going to be doing is stepping out into this direction and attacking from hopefully this angle here. If I could get any further, again, like I said, it's bigger commitment, and my partner should most likely see it a little bit more. And if not, well, he is still good. Here, if anything, is better than being directly square on in front of my partner. So the first thing that we're going to do is set it up, okay? Now obviously in a sparring scenario, I can't just step straight off the line right here, because my partner, all they're going to do is turn and face me. They're going to see the movement straight away. So I need to find a little way of disguising that. And the most simple way is just with a jab, and we're just going to treat this jab like a blindfold. Doesn't matter at all how it goes out. I wouldn't worry too much about form on this one. All I'm worried about, if I can, if anything, telegraph that shot a little bit more. So make it obvious that I'm going to throw that shot, because I want my partner to focus on this shot here and not on what I'm doing with my legs. So all I do is I throw that shot out, and as I do, I'm going to step my right leg. So all I'm going to do is shift the side a little bit, and just go and pop right here. Okay, and with this angle, it totally depends. If you think of a clock face, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, that's about sort of where my right foot is going to be going. So right here, as I step that jab, boom. It's almost like I'm switching stance right here, okay? So one more time, as I step, I shoot off here. Okay, one thing you can do for a little bit more of a tactical advantage, and this is one thing I got off Master Tidy, was it's to do with playing with the head. Okay, if you look at the posture of the head, if I punch towards the top of the forehead, I can hopefully get that snap back feel. If I get that kind of little snap back, that's just enough to kind of distort my partner or distort Gary's balance a little bit, and take his attention again off what I'm doing with my legs. So I'm going to step to the right, up, and just get that little snap here. One more time. Up, and that snap here. Okay, so from here, what I'm going to do, real basic, I'm going to start off with that simple leg kick, okay? So I'm going to step off line, up, and throw that kick to the leg. Okay, one more time, I step off line, up, kick to the leg. Okay, now the ideal thing about this is obviously, even if Gary tried to check that kick, hopefully I'm going to still come around the outside. Now there's nothing saying that he's still not going to get hit, but one of the perks is, Gary, if you turn sideways on for me. Tibialis anterior muscle is just on the inside here. If the check goes wrong and it doesn't land on the muscle, it doesn't land on the bone, sorry, you can still hit the muscle, which tends to pinch a little bit, tends to cause a little bit of stress, and it's not too comfortable. Can still make your partner think twice about checking, if you catch it right. Okay, so turn back to face me. So your first option, obviously, strike to the head, step off, and that leg kick right there, okay? So obviously now, I pull this move off once, it's successful, pull it off twice. My partner then, or a smart partner, or a smart fighter, is going to start thinking, okay, well, I know what's coming now. I'm going to try and check it. I'm going to change my body positioning. So this leaves me with a few other options. Okay, so as first option number one, as I step off line, I've done that jab. Gary tries to check. Just pick your leg kind of up. Cool, put it down again. So all I'm looking at is going through that leg and into the other one. Now it's really important you go through it and not under it. If you go underneath it, so lift the leg up. If I go underneath, Gary can simply put that foot back down again, no matter how hard I hit the other one. If I really went through it, he's still got another base. So my ideal scenario, don't pick it up just yet, is to go through this one and into the other one. So it's almost like he's kicking himself right here. With a little bit of power behind it, hopefully I should get the sweep from there. I'm not going to sweep my partner on this occasion, but I'll just demonstrate it. So I step out here, and I shoot underneath, and I want to crash right into the other one. One more time. I step out, I shoot underneath, and I crash into the other one. Again, with any sweep, you want to make sure you extend that arm right across the front. So I'm not just giving my partner something to trip over, but I'm also guiding them over my own leg. That's really, really important. Okay, so one more time. Step one was just a leg kick. Let's have a quick little recap. So I step off, and I just kick the leg. Step number two, what if my partner checks? Okay, so now I'm going to go underneath it a little bit. So I step off, they go to check, and I go underneath it and get the sweep. Okay, now some people have got very, very good balance. Okay, some people aren't the easiest to sweep. Sometimes you might not have got the head snap back, so you haven't got the posture up, the center of gravity up. So it's a little bit more difficult to get that sweep. So the next thing we're going to kind of look at is, okay, well, what can I do now? And the next thing is, if I've initially gone off in the beginning and thrown that leg kick, then I've already got my partner thinking about that kick. So I've already got them thinking about this leg and what's going to be coming with it. So hopefully I should be able to get away with a fake. Okay, and there's many ways you can fake. Some people prefer to just bring the leg up. One thing I like to do personally is just twitch the hip. Okay, you've really got to sell it. Any good fake you're going to have to sell with your face as well. So you're not just going to, you can do two things. I can look at the leg. Usually I'm quite expressive when I compete, so I'll be bold, I'll look at it, I'll open my eyes a bit, pull a bit of a funny face to kind of try and sell that leg. Or I can do the same thing, but I look at the face and I pull that same bold expression and then go for that leg. But I'm going to fake with it this time. So I'm going to step off, and in order to get that leg reaction, I'm going to either look at Gary's face or his leg and twitch with my hip, and I want him to do this, okay? As you can see, that was perfect right there. Gary's reaction was picked up, put it straight back down again. That's what I want. So hopefully with this fake, if I get the same reaction as last time, pop, picks it up, puts it down, now I kick the leg. Okay, so one more time. I fake, whoop, now I kick the leg, okay? Okay, so just one more time, what we're going to do right here. I step offline with this one, I twitch that hip to get the reaction, as he puts it down, I kick the leg from here. Now what you also can do is obviously you want to try and, you can just go for that leg kick right there, but sometimes you might need a little bit more of a head snap back, a little bit more of a distraction. So here's sort of your next little add-in that you can do. So as I step off, I twitch my hip, and as I twitch, I'm actually going to fire my right hand as well. So twitch, boom, right hand goes, now I land the kick. One thing you can do is obviously if you throw that right hand with power, I can break my partner's posture, break their balance, send them a little bit further away, give myself a little bit of space. So all I'm going to do right here is obviously I step offline, I snap the head back with that jab, boom. I go to fake right here, whoop, throw that right hand, break their posture, and then throw the leg kick straight afterwards. So I'm kind of just stepping in with it just a little bit more, okay? Now with this option, obviously, you don't just have to go to the leg by the end of it. You've already got that kick, you already know what you're going to go for. You can kind of go to the body or the head. So one more time, I snap back, I step offline. I fake, I throw the right hand instead, and I can go either to the body, the head, or I can go down to the leg, okay? So that's your kind of, your option number one, okay? Now with that entire little thing that we've just done is kind of your option number one. What we can do now is obviously you can kind of, you don't just have to be going for that right leg. So, as I've stepped off here, boom, right here. Obviously I want that right leg. If Gary knows and I've already gone for that leg kick, I can fake that kick. So I fake the kick right here and I can go for something completely different. I can go for a left leg roundhouse. I can fake it and go for a left teep or front kick. Okay, I can obviously fake and go inside. I can obviously, I already have that sweep right there that I've already done. Another little thing you can do is kind of magnify that angle a little bit more. And this is something I was going through with my coach Tom Barlow, I think about a year ago. We were going through it in quite a bit of detail, and this is kind of, we've already stepped offline, let's get a little bit more out of it. Let's step a little bit more, let's kind of trick my partner a little bit more. So what we're going to do right here is I'm going to throw that jab, I fake that, boom, and then I'm going to step further and I'm going to throw that left, okay? That's a little bit weird, I'm kind of switching stance a little bit more, but the only thing I'm trying to do is get a little bit further off. Remember, if I stay over here a little bit more, my partner's going to be reaching a tiny bit more. I'm kind of out of this powerful area where my partner is right here. I'm going to just jump off a little bit here, and then I'm going to try and get a little bit further, okay? Best way to do it is step by step. I'm not just trying to jump all the way around in one big hit. In some circumstances, sometimes you get away with it, sometimes you can't. So what I'm going to do right here is I boom, I fake, and then I'm going to go left, and then I'm able to come over here a little bit more, okay? And then I can still go for that leg kick from here. Thank you for watching the video on stepping off the centre line. My name's Aitken from Masters Academy Plymouth. For more information on videos, visit the Warrior Collective, or for more information on me, visit www.martialartsplymouth.co.uk. Thank you.